Hi, I'm Lindsey and I've been a part of the SADS Foundation for 27 years. I got involved in the SADS Foundation in 1996 in January because my sister passed away in 1995, and we actually didn't know why she died. She was 16 years old, and she died really suddenly. She died in her sleep. We think her alarm clock went off and caused an arrhythmia. But back then we kind of had no idea. So my mom and dad were searching for answers. And back in 1995, 96, actually my grandmother was reading a Reader's Digest article that was about kids with long QT. And it mentioned Dr. Vincent in the article. And from that article, my mom was able to find Dr. Vincent's number and actually call him in Salt Lake City and tell him what had happened to my sister, and that we were wondering if maybe she was one of these kids who had long QT. And he said, well, come on out. And so our family got on a plane from North Carolina. We flew to Utah to get me tested, to get my dad tested, my mom tested to see, and we had some of my sister's EKGs so that he could look at her EKG as well. And he was the person that actually figured out that that's what my sister had. And he was also the person that let me know that I don't have it. And he was able to figure out that it was on my dad's side. And because of Dr. Vincent and the SADS Foundation, we were actually able to let some of our cousins know that they had long QT, and they were able to live with it, and fully function and live their lives because of the SADS Foundation. So that's how I got involved with SADS. What I really appreciate about the SADS Foundation is it gave our family answers when we didn't have any. My parents and we had gone to multiple doctors to try to figure out what happened to my sister, and no one seemed to really put a finger on what had happened and didn't have a way to diagnose it. And it was really through Dr. Vincent's work. And when we came to his clinic, he did like the stress test on the bike, and he was the one that really was looking at everyone's EKGs, and he was able to figure out that my sister had long QT syndrome. And so what I really appreciate about SADS still to this day, 27 years later, is that it gave our family the answers that we needed to keep ourselves safe and healthy. And it gave our answers about my sister who had passed away, just so we knew what had happened, because we were so confused and lost, and we were in a healthcare system that really didn't know how to help us. So it was a huge gift to our family to just have those answers and to have people we could talk to who were the experts on all of this. What I'm hoping to see the SADS Foundation accomplish in the future is really just continue their ongoing work of awareness and outreach, and just how much support they give families and give them a community to be in when it can be kind of a lonely feeling. You can kind of feel like you're the only family dealing with this, or you're the only person dealing with this, and that's not the case. And I feel like that's what SADS does so well, and that's really what I hope SADS will continue to do in the future.